Hello, what's your name?
My name is Mummayezah Arifa,
Which subjects did you take?
Pakistan Studies and Islamiyat.
And what grades did you obtain?
An A star in Pak Studies and an A in Islamiyat.
Impressive. Who was the first person that you informed when you found out about your grades?
I think it was my mother. Yep. Aside from my friends that were like, accompanying me that time.
And how did your family celebrate?
They gave me congratulations, and there's nothing much like we didn't cut a cake or something like that, but yeah, everyone was happy.
And what subjects are you currently taking?
Sciences and maths in Greenhall, and other than that, I total have 6 subjects.
Are you taking all three sciences?
Yes, and maths.
Hmm. And what branch of Greenhall are you studying at?
Gulberg.
I see. And what do you plan to do in university?
I don't have a plan for that yet.
Do you have any universities in mind though?
Mm, not really, because I'm in a puddle of confusion. I have so many interests. So, yes,
What subject are you currently struggling with?
maths and physics. Physics and maths, yeah.
Elaborate. Why so?
I don't think I have the analytical skills for physics because I like for chemistry you get the concepts, but for physics I just struggle a lot with the numericals, and with maths I just struggle. That's all I can say about maths. It's not even one topic or like one thing that I struggle with.
Have you always had a hard time with maths?
Yes.
I
Yep.
see. And what would you say your strongest subject is?
Um, Chemistry, and then biology, and then English.
I see. Who's your English teacher?
I don't study at Greenhall, but
Mm,
Miss Zareen in like my school.
right. How many months prior to your exams did you start revision?
Revision in a sense, 2 to 3 months.
Were your parents aware of the fact that you were starting
No,
revision two to
no,
three months before your
no, no.
exams?
They could never know that because I'm supposed to be a good example of what my siblings should be. So definitely not 2 or 3 months before exams. They thought that I was revising ever since the October session.
And from October to February, how long would you spend revising on an average day?
I think maybe an hour for both the subjects, or like sometimes you could say like it ranges between 1 to 2 hours for both the subject, not one subject.
And after February, did that time increase and how much did it increase by?
2 to 3 hours, not much. I did not had long study sessions until April.
Right. And when April came by, how long were your study sessions?
So I would do a couple of hours, like 2 hours or 3 hours in like the evening, and then like after Sahur, because that was the Ramzan time, I would get 2 hours of but per subject 2 hours. Like I'll study Islamiyat one day, and then I'll study Pakistan studies one day. So it was kind of revolving. It was a cycle that I followed. It wasn't that I will study all the two subjects in one day.
Hmm. And 1 week prior to your exams, how intense were your study sessions? The last week before you sat for your exams?
6 to 8 hours.
6 to 8 hours a day.
Yep.
So, did you study in segments? Did you break those 6 to 8 hours up?
Yes. I couldn't. I had to have a full organized plan for
So,
effective.
you created a timetable and you
Yes.
stuck to
Yeah.
it.
I can show you that as well. I still have it with me.
Okay, give me like a brief preview of what your timetable looked like.
So on 15th March, I made a schedule for the history subtopics. Okay, made how long, like 3 days for one topic, and it wasn't in hours but days, and I had to manage it. I don't care if I was studying for 1 hour or 12 hours, but I had to finish. But the thing is, I did not actually stick to it. Though, yep, it was something like that. That I'll get myself like these are my prime hours, and this is the topic I'm studying, and these are the hours in this topic, and it would revolve around different subjects, the both subjects.
Interesting. What are your hobbies?
Reading, writing, and then cooking and gardening, the secondary hobbies.
Do you like writing poetry or do you like composing stories? What exactly?
Both, along with journaling.
And how is your current performance when it comes to English, the subject English?
Okay, so I do well in the essays. I do well in the letters, but the composition parts kind of sucks because my teacher doesn't like my answers.
But that's that specific teacher, right?
Yes,
It's that teacher in
yeah.
particular. Hmm.
But if you think the ground I'm standing on, if you're talking on based on that, I am like in the 90s boundaries, and like out of 100. So I think I'm good at it.
But you prefer reading comprehension over writing composition
No.
when it comes to exams.
Yes, writing is above reading for me in an exam.
I see. And do you like traveling?
Yes and no,
Why no?
because I get a wave of intense homesickness, which takes me a day or two to recover, and then I'm so enthusiastic after that, the whole trip, and I miss the whole trip and all those places once I get home.
What movie are you currently watching, or what TV show are you currently watching?
I talk about the books I'm reading because
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about the books you're reading.
I'm reading the trilogy A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and I'm like 1.5 books down,
Hmm.
and I got bashed by my teacher because she was disappointed. I was reading all those novels, but not the classicals in the syllabus, and like the sidelines that school provided us for better English and
So, how would you classify that trilogy's genre?
crime, mystery, and thriller.
Hmm. Do you like true crime when it comes to documentaries, TV shows? Is
I
that your go to genre in television as well?
Yes, yep.
I see. So, tell me something else about yourself.
I think I'm a confusing person. It's because I can be very positive at times, but very negative, and my I have a lot going on at once. Like I am in multiple projects at one time, and that leads me to be disorganized. Although the studying or stuff I do is very organized, but as a whole, my life is very disorganized.
Interesting. I see. So, you'll be sitting for the rest of your exams next year in May, right?
Mm,
2025
yes.
May. And when do you plan to start preparation,
Oh,
revising?
I made an intensive plan for that for the next
Hmm.
4 months, and I st- I kind of stick to it, but I do have my gap days because I cannot function well with the school and the academy side by side.
And how many subjects will you be sitting for in May?
6.
Six. Six altogether.
Yes.
I see. Yes, you're gonna have to begin more than 3 months before your
Yeah.
exams.
You know, the easy deal with Pak studies in Islamiyat was because I had gone over the syllabus multiple times already, and it didn't involve a lot of past paper practice. People might disagree with that because everyone is like, you should do the past papers. But honestly speaking, how many of us did past papers? I didn't do past papers much. I did topic wise studying, that was all.
Right. I see. Interesting. Okay, thank you for visiting us, and we'll see you at the Achievers ceremony.
Thank you so much.